Islam, peace, Hotep, Namaste. My name is Sheikess Auset, Mayat Sekhmet, Aoffa El Bay. And it's again once with great pleasure that I welcome you into my humble abode for our School of Culture and Refinement entitled 7 Units. Once again, let's go over our 7 units. Unit number 1 will be how to sew. Unit number 2 is how to cook. Unit number 3 will be how to clean. Unit number 4 is how to take care of your children. Very important in this day and time. Unit number 5 will be how to take care of yourself. Also, if you want to take care of yourself as well as your husband. And also, husband, this channel is for you as well. Husbands taking care of your wives. Because we're here to push men and women relationships. We're not here to push homosexualities. Because we know that's not the true way to go, and that's not of the Most High God. So we're not here to push men with men and women to women. Sorry. So if you're on that, you don't want to change who you are in that aspect, but that's up to you. We're not here to teach that. We're here to teach men and women relationships as well. And also unit number 6 will be how to act at home. And unit number 7 will be how to act abroad. So let's get started. So now we're going to talk about, let's deal with unit number 6 and 7. Oh, also, I also posted up 2 cooking videos. I did a cooking video on how to make homemade dressing. And also there's another one that I have available also as well on my Cultural Refinement channel. So if y'all want to go on there and look and listen and subscribe, that's where we get more into our other aspects of these 7 units, which is really aspects that, different things that you can do to save your life, especially in these days and times. And now we're going to get to what we want to talk about on unit number 6, how to act at home and how to act abroad. We're going to deal with basically what happened this week as far as the catastrophe that happened at the rally that they had. And so basically what happened was that, we know all about the blah, 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 and all, everything that went wrong with that. But now we can see with the catastrophe, I'm not going to go into all of that part. People should be getting information about that. But a lot of that was scripted. And a lot of that was done by different groups like the Black Lives Matter and the Antifa groups that came to infiltrate. And they tried to make the incumbent president look real bad. So don't believe any of that. That was all orchestrated from 2 sides. And mostly the party, the demon rats, were behind all of that as well. Because really what they're pushing is Chinese communism, where they want to make most of the people back to indentured slaves. And that's what it's going to go into if he is given a chance. The one that says he's the president, but really he's not. So I'm not going to acknowledge the one that's coming in, because as a spiritual sovereign, we really don't. We support those who may be on the same agenda with us. So this one that's coming in, the so-called whatever number he's going to be after the 45th one that's still there now, he's really working with China. And so we want no parts of that. Him and the one that's supposed to be the vice president. Because if you all submit and go up under there, you definitely will be under servitude slavery. So it's time to just keep on going and being who we are as spiritual beings. Don't get caught up in the hype. But see, this is a worldwide thing they're doing, because especially with the wearing of these masks, because that's really why they're going to take over your rights. And they've already have laws on the books right now where they can actually really do whatever they want to. Even people are allowing this to happen, because they give themselves over to these government people, these entities, these people that say, oh, we rule you, we do this, we give you monies, we blah, 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 whatever. But they're doing it in order to keep themselves on top. And that's why we're going to see more homelessness. We're going to see people losing jobs. This year it's slated 3 million people will lose their jobs. So we see this now. People getting laid off and all this going to get worse than that. And then they stole the election, sure, of course, everyone knows that. And all of this went back to Italy, as we were stating before, and those machines were all, what they call it, compromised is a good word. And then they made the people think that this other person came on and won the election through the news, said he was the one or whatever, But we know this is all just scripted, and this is all to take away the people's rights. See, but the people are giving themselves over to it because they are instituting the fear. And then they go around, they don't, I know I myself, and then also the Grand Sheik himself, we don't wear the masks at all. Sometimes you may in the store or something like that if you have to, but most of the time we don't do that because they're trying to take over your sovereignty that way. You can't let them take your sovereignty over that way. But a lot of people are because they figure, oh, they want to do this. But see, they're giving away their rights. And then with the money that they're promising, with these $2,000, $3,000 they're going to put in these people's accounts, that's going to make inflation go even more on the people that pay taxes. So it's going to be a very heavy weight of inflation coming in. And all the programs that the one that was in there now did, all of those, they're going to try to take away all those programs because what he was doing was really trying to set up sovereignty for people that really want to do that. But it's really still an individual thing. But that's really what he was trying to put the country back onto, that standard of sovereignty, which had been taken away. And that's why you see most people were lying, you know, in bed trying to get them overturned because this is really corporate America. Everything's based off of corporate under the, it's not being ran by the original Constitution. And that's what he was doing because he had took the president that's in there now, the incumbent one, the one they're coming against now, really bad and all this kind of thing, blaming him, you know, making him look like the fall guy, which is totally was not even real at all because what he had done was take the people out of the UN because if you're a part of the UN is actually based off of servitude and slavery of people all around the world. So that's going to, if this other one gets in and does this, then that's going to put most of the people back under servitude. They don't know how to, most people don't know how to do that, you know, because they just want to be subservient to the government, you know. And they're going to keep trying to do what they've been doing, but that's on them. But it really get really bad if this one does step in. But I know myself personally will not honor him because as a spiritual sovereign person, you have to keep cleansing and reinforming yourself who you are as a spiritual being, mentally, physically, and spiritual. And that's why as time goes on, you will see that these 7 units are very, very powerful in the establishment of helping you become a stronger person spiritually through the Most High. So that's just the beginner of what can be done and how if you want to really save yourself in the aspects of unit number 6, how to act at home and how to act abroad, because this is a very serious time that this country is going through, a very dark period. So things will get worse for a lot of people. But if you don't have that aspect in your mind where you're going to keep building, restructuring yourself, doing business for yourself in some sort of way, or even if you're still working a job, how are you going to get out of that situation and make something for yourself and do for yourself, something that you can really do. So that's what time it is, and you just can't bow down. Can't bow down, got to keep yourself up in the spirit of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So we'll be coming more with some pointers and different things you could do to aspect yourself in that manner. And I always keep standing up. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Never bow to no one outside of you as a spiritual being. So any questions, just keep on emailing me at morishguidance104@gmail.com. As we especially help our youth come to realize what they must do, because that's what it's all about, for the youth are our future. So we're going to wish you love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Be coming back again with you shortly with some more videos. We ain't stopping. We just beginning. So I want to wish you all peace and love. Have a good night. Islam. Peace.